Hi everyone, it's Shamila here. Welcome to my channel. So, my mother is absolutely famous for phoning me a day before the time for a birthday card. This time, it's a card for a man, and there's a story behind this card. So, I usually make her neighbor a card for her brother every year, and regrettably, she passed away suddenly 2 weeks ago, and the party's still going ahead, and it's tomorrow. So I need to make a card for tomorrow, and I thought I might as well record the process and share it with you guys, and maybe you can learn something, or maybe you'll be bored. I don't know. Let's see what I have. So I've taken out the Sir Vagabond Aviator paper pack, and I also have the backgrounds, and of the background selection I decided to go with this as my background. I may change my mind, I don't know. Then from the paper pack, this is, and I probably use the rest of it for something else. So this was the last three, and I always say I'm the backside of the page girl, so I liked these images, and so I'm gonna hopefully try and use that on here. I don't know if it's going to work. I may go for that one. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have the collectibles. Now, Stamperia doesn't do the collectibles any longer, but with this range, there was a set of collectibles, and I was really liking that. But I also loved all these embellishments. So, I don't know. I shall see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. But this is a process video. So you can see how something comes together in my head. Because I never plan. I'm not a planner. I'm not a good planner at all. So, trimmer. I did cut my card down to approximately 5 3/4 by 6. So I'm going to take off the borders here, and I'm using a Fiskars Precision trimmer. This is one of my favorite trimmers. I have many. I've got an addiction to scissors and trimmers, so this is one of my favorites, I have to admit. So I am going to just guess. Let me see. Where's my card? Don't guesstimate. So that is the 6 way. So you can always trim it later. So that is 6. I'm going to cut it down to the exact size, and then I can pencil method it. This is my favorite way of measuring. It works for me. Oh, now I'm liking that really dark piece on the top. And grab a pencil and just mark off with the pencil where I need to trim. For me, that is the most accurate. I use my eye, and it saves me from having to measure and measure and measure with a ruler several times. So for me, that works like a bomb. Okay, so if I wanted to use this on here, it looks a tad big, doesn't it? See, my first idea goes out the window. Goes out the water. What else have we got in here? I was liking all these things, so let's see. I'll pull that out. And I'm going to pull this out because I really like this. The nice thing was that this paper is actually in the background papers, so if you have both, you don't feel anguish when you actually have to cut this and miss out on that. I might use some of that. Oh, the bouldings can work. These tags. Hey, maybe one of these as a focal point. I don't know if he's into steampunk, so I don't want to be very steampunk specific. So, right, this and this I can put away because I think it's too big. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this one, and yeah, I think I'm going to cut out that one. And my beautiful Stamperia scissors is now in the shop, so can't use it. I didn't think ahead to bring it with me. It seems to be in the shop most of the time because I tend to show people how it works. And amazingly enough, that scissor is so cool. Everybody that's tried it has actually bought the scissors. They have indeed purchased. So what I love about having a long shears is that when you're cutting long strips, it just helps with being accurate. So that's for that. And then my little fussy cutter is for the others. My eyesight is absolutely terrible, so if I'm not cutting straight, forgive me. I will distress this to hide my flaws. And I always say to people that one of my go-to things when I'm not sure what I want to do is I distress paper. I distress the background. So I'm not feeling too much heartache here because that is the back of the cover of the background paper. So you can use your scissors to distress. I do have a distressing tool somewhere. I got a fancy one from Prima. Here it is. But you know what? The scissors work just as well. This is unfortunately a discontinued item. It was only available for a short while and then it discontinued it. I don't know why. Mine is a mess. But it works really well. And then of course there is Mr. Holtz's one, which I do have around here somewhere. If I can find it. I don't know where it is. I probably used it at some event and it's still in the bag. Okay. The other thing I like to do is to purposefully tear into the paper. And I don't like to cut it really, because if you cut, for me, it looks as if you intentionally cut the paper. So I try to use the scissors to get those little imperfections. And then the other thing you can do is you can take like a toothpick. This is something that I got when Auntie Nabi brought a lovely snack tray for us one day, and I washed it because I figured, wow, I can use that, you know, because you never know. And look there, how useful it is. It gives you a nice grip because it's long. And with it, you know, I've become less dexterous as I age. Oh my gosh, it's like my fingers don't want to work. So anything and everything that helps to make my life a little bit easier. You see, so now we got that. But I don't really like the nakedness of that. So what I normally do is I take some of my offcuts. And in this case, we could possibly use... Oh, look at that. Look at that. How cool. Now it's one of... There we go. Isn't that just perfect? I love it. So I'm just going to snip off a piece here. Also going to just give it a bit of distressing. And I'm just going to stick that in there like that, so it's not completely naked. But before I do that, I want to... I'm using scorched timber. I must admit, I love oxides, but for this color in particular, I really like the normal distress ink, the regular distress, because it gives you such a lovely dark, not quite black, but dark. Really, the name is perfect. I take my hat off to Tim for naming his ink. Scorched Timber is a perfect name for this ink. And if you've got Vintage Photo and Walnut Stain and all those other frayed burlap or whatever the other colors are, you still need a Scorched Timber. You still need a Scorched Timber, because Scorched Timber is the dark brown that just works on everything. It's not quite black. It's a dark brown. So we got that. This is going to go there. Now this is my habit. I tend to work on my... Remove it. Okay, so glue, craft glue from Stamperia, my favorite glue. Why? Because it does not warp or wrinkle my paper. I love it. It sticks really quickly, so you should give it a try if you haven't tried it yet. There we go, that's done. And I wonder if I should put a little piece in there. Maybe we should try a different pattern on the side. I think I'm going to go and open that slightly more so we can enjoy this lovely paper here. I don't even know if this people was gonna like more grungy kind of things, but they're just gonna have to. Well, I hope they're going to like it. I hope they're gonna like it. So let's just give this a bit of distressing. And ink and touch. See, and now when we put that down, we got that. Next thing I'm going to do is I am going to edge my card, because the white is looking just a bit too stark for me. Okay, that's a bit better. Right, I'm going to commit. I'm not going to think too much about this, because otherwise we're going to be here the whole day. Oops. And I'm probably still going to have to deliver this, so yeah, my mom is really going to miss her neighbor. Right, so we got this, and I didn't actually want you to watch me do fussy cutting, but you might have to. I need a background color for that, because I think it's kind of disappearing there, unless I can put something in the behind. So now I'm looking at these elements, and compared to the main focal image, the jacket and the boots and the gloves are kind of too big. So I'm gonna look at that maybe, and maybe that the best, because she was very fond of her brother. And I'm going to cut out some of these things and see what we can use. Now, I don't know if you want to watch me, but maybe what I'll do is speed up this part of the video so you don't have to watch me fussy cut. Okay. Okay, so let's see what size this is. I think it is maybe 1¼ Good measure it. Yes, it's 1¼ Okay. Okay, so what I did here was I used my Stamperia ceramic pen, and I cut out the word explore. Did I just lose it? Okay, hopefully it's around here somewhere. And I distressed that very slightly. And I tried to find a card that I felt matched with the background, but nothing is screaming at me like, yes, it works. So I'm not going to bother with that right now. I am just going to peel the white core of the paper. And then what I might do is I might raise this slightly. So let's see where my explore went. Ah, there's it. Oh, it's discover. Sorry, not explore, discover. Okay, so if we put that down, we need to figure out what our composition is going to be. Don't know if I'm going to use all these things, but we'll see. I'm just giving it a bit of a distress with the ink. You see, we're half an hour in already. That's how quick the time goes when you're having fun. Okay. That looks simple, and I think I'm just gonna go with it like that. So let's, oh, there's someone at the door. I'll be back. Okay, that was my recycling team coming to pick up all my recyclables. So that is what I'm going to do. And now, you know, don't you hate this once you've got a layout and then you're too scared to take everything apart because you can't remember how to put it back together again? I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that anxiety. But you know what? Sometimes when I do that and I put things back together, I get a new idea. Like, for example, do we maybe want to put, gauze is my favorite thing in the world. I love this stuff. And I was very disappointed. I bought some gauze at Checkers the other day. Now, Checkers is like a supermarket if you're not in South Africa. And lo and behold, it was polyester gauze, people. So they're making the gauze in polyester as well. I bit hate. But that's the way the world is going. Natural fibers are a dying breed. Oh, you know what? See now, I did tell you I would change my mind. This is a new stencil from Stamperia. It is KSTDS18. I think it is from the... What's the new collection of Adonis? Master of Magic. Master of Magic. And talking about texture, why not add some glamour paste or crackle paste? I'm gonna go with glamour paste. And yesterday I used the glamour paste with this thing. It's a glue spreader. And you know what? It works amazing. It works so cool. And I love this stencil. It is fabulous. Simply fabulous. Going to clean off my little glue spreader here, and so I got that little bit of texture. So glamour paste in gold, K3P 61B. Glamour paste is awesome. But you gotta clean your stuff fast because it dries really fast. So give me a seckie. Okie doke, stencil is clean. Now, in order for us to actually, just thinking, I want to add some color of some kind in the background. Just so, and I think I'm going to use the leather. I didn't plan this, guys, I'm sorry. My spray does not spray any longer, so I just use it. And I've completely run out of wet wipes. I had no idea how useful my wet wipes were until I didn't have it anymore. So I'm just going to take the gauze because I can always use the gauze again if it's stained. Okay, back to our picture. Right, we can go ahead and glue that down. My glue's dry, so I have to reapply. And we're going to try and place that right in the center. Okay. And what was it? We had this on the top and number 1 here. Did we? Yes. So I love dimensions, so I'm going to add some foam tape to the back. So I can stick that over there. And I'm going to put my number 1 over there. So what I need for the number 1 is I'm going to put some glue on the top section, but just over here where it's going to hit the bottom of the card, I'm putting a piece of foam tape. So we're applying glue on the other area, and that is going to go there. And then the watch. Now, if you wanted to, you could have cut that watch in half and just stick it underneath. Then you get 2 bangs for your buck, if that makes any sense. But I didn't think of that at the time, so I'm just going to go with it like that. Sticking it under would have been much nicer. Right, so now okay, this one I'm going to glue straight down. This one I'm going to pop on. So the nice thing about these things is that they printed back to back. So you can decide which way you're going to use them. And that's so cool about this stuff. I actually should have put this one at the bottom. Give me a moment. Can I save it? Can I? I can. That one there. Because I like the thumb. See, this is the problem when you don't When you don't plan, when you don't plan. Oh, I needed the other side, but okay. It's gonna have to do like this. That is going to have to do. It's not like they're going to know what I wanted to do in the first place anyway. So, just a piece of foam tape over here. And now my best is going to have to move somewhere else. But we're first going to pop that up. This cover. See, I told you I might change the plan. I didn't even use any of these. I really wanted to. As luck would have it, I want the one smack bang in the middle. In the middle. I'm just tracing. No, I'm deciding not to use it. A. Okay. Don't overdo it. Okay, I need a sentiment on here, so let me see if I got a happy birthday one. I have a stack of pre-printed ones, and just trying to find something suitable that will be like from a sister to a brother kind of thing. Stay simple. could use live simply, give generously. And I think it needs to be black. I don't think I have any gold left. Listen to your heart, it will show you the way. You are never too old to dream a new dream. How's that? I like that. You are never too old to dream a new dream. Where are we going to put it? You are never too old to dream a new dream. I think I like that. And then we need to just emphasize that a little bit. And this is a Krita color, sepia dark. I think it's a watercolor pencil. This is a number 2. I didn't know at the time that it came in different sizes. I would have taken a thinner one, but it is what it is. I sharpened it a bit yesterday to try and get a point. And then, of course, no card for me is finished without my my accents. So we are going to put some of the extra gloss finish inside the goggles over here. And we are going to add some sparkles. Glamour Sparkles K3GGSO4, I think. I'm not sure, but it's the burnt umber, my favorite. And we shall use my little tool to catch the excess. And I did have some nail art stuff. Got no idea where I put it, so I'm going to find it quickly because I think I had some gears in there that would look really cool on the Old Cold contour liner, cat number 2. I'm just going to use that to emphasize the studs on the gloves. What else can we do here? Oh, there's 2 more studs on the watch, so we can do it on there. Now in my book, these are the little things that finishes up my card. Some people might not even notice it, but I notice it, so that's what's important to me. And then I just want to get my water brush. I never put, well, there is water in the brush actually, but I never put water in the brush because I'm afraid I'm going to lose control over how much water actually comes out. So I'm just blending that. And I'm not using a lot of water because I don't want the paper to buckle. And this is optional, you don't have to do it. Sometimes I do it and then I think, oh, Shamla, you just messed up the card. But you get used to it after a while when you see it. But it does give that emphasis on that particular, on the wording. And I think I am going to call this card done. Oh, the gears. I shall add it and then I'll add a photograph. I need to look for it. It's in one of my containers. But so that is it from me. There we go. All done and dusted. I can go and deliver. That's it from me. Until next time, I'll see you in cyberspace. Bye now.